Good morning and welcome to the SKN Nevis Moves press conference. Before we get into the conference, let me start by welcoming my Assistant Secretary in the Ministry of Health and General Affairs, Ms. Latoya Jeffers, David Warwin, Ambassador and Committee Member, and Ms. Jan Grelhull, MH, Committee Member. Apologies for my other committee members for all kinds of different reasons, but they're here in spirit. So, a special mention to all our sponsors for the Half Island Run Relay Fit Wellness Trophy Challenge. The clue is in the name, David Warwin, Miss Latoya Jeffers, Gender Affairs, Sheldon Joseph of Concept, and Mrs. Monica Pemberton of Pemberton's Card and Gift Shop. And of course, the Ministry of Health. Our third event for 2023, this is our second edition of the Half Island Run Relay Cup Challenge, and this year we've been fortunate enough to have David Warwin from the Fit Wellness to basically sponsor the Trophy Cup Challenge. So this year we have 7 teams who will compete for the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter Fit Wellness Cup Challenge Trophy. So we have the Defence Force who will have 2 teams, Hospital Team, TDC, the Nisbets family, that's Aka Hollywood, and Customs. I'll go through the route before I hand over to our gold sponsor for this event. So we start at 6 a.m. at Brickhill. There's a slight change. We're now going from the original starting point to Dick's Bar. We then hand over, the first handover, which is at Butler's, Esme's Bar. We then go on to, for the girls, a second handover. Third handover is from Hanley's Road Market Shop. And the fourth handover is from Brownhill Gap Bus Stop to the Fit Wellness Grounds, where we finish for the presentations and award ceremony. The relay teams will finish at the main gate adjacent to the Nevis Academy, and the solo runners, if we do have any solo runners that are participating, they will finish at the side gate adjacent to the Bath Cemetery. All athletes are advised to wear appropriate running shoes and comfortable attire and a cap. Please use sun barrier cream if possible. Bring a towel and a water bottle for topping up on the route. Each handover checkpoint will be housed with a water station. So at this point, I'd like to hand over to our gold sponsor for this event, Mr. David Warwin.
First, I would like to extend a great deep gratitude to Sheila, of course, and the support of the Ministry of Health. We have been, the Fit Wellness Center has been partnering with the SKN Moves Nevis Chapter since inception, 2019. Yeah, so it's a natural transition for Fit to sponsor this event, and we are honored and proud to sponsor this event. And I like to, again, as always, whenever opportunity I have, to thank Sheila publicly, because I think many people don't realize the hard work that is involved in planning these kinds of events. So, Sheila, many thanks to you. And we will continue to do what we can, as we always have been, to do what is necessary to promote health and wellness in Nevis. So again, we are extremely honored and proud to sponsor this event.
Thank you so much, David. And as you can see, these are the wonderful trophies that will be handed out, hopefully,
Yes,
to our successful teams on the day. So thank you, David. Really appreciate that. Thank you. So at this point, we'll now like to hand over to our second sponsor, and it's a special award. And I'll let Miss Latoya Jeffers explain to you all.
Okay, thank you so much, Sheila. First of all, I would like to express our gratitude and to say how honored the Department of Gender Affairs is to sponsor this trophy. This is March and coincidentally International Women's Month. So we are celebrating women all throughout this month of March under the theme Digital, Innovation and Technology for Gender Equality. And Sheila reached out and thought that it was fitting for us to present an award to one of the women who would be participating. And of course, we jumped at the opportunity to do so. So I would like to express my thanks to you, Sheila, for thinking about us for this year's event. I want to encourage you, along with FIT, to continue doing the wonderful job that you have been doing. And of course, the members of your committee. It is not easy work. I know it's not. I've been able to witness it over the past couple of years. And I see that you guys do a lot. And I want to encourage you to continue doing the wonderful work that you have been doing. I will be there. I can only encourage because, you know, they say who can't do teach. I don't know if I can teach, but I'll be there definitely to encourage everyone. And I'm very happy, and I want to say thank you to the general public for continuing to support the SKN Moves. I want to encourage everyone to come out and see the action. It is usually very exciting. And those of you who did not get a chance to sign up this year, there is always next year. And we want to encourage from the Department of Health, encourage you to stay to stay healthy, and to remember your health comes first. Thank you.
Just following on from that, we are eternally grateful to the Ministry of Health for being our biggest fan and supporter, and without them there would be no us, so thank you from the committee. Thank you. Concept will be offering a photo shoot for one of our female runners, and Ms. Pemberton from Pemberton's will also be offering a gift bag to one of our female runners in recognition of International Women's Month. So we're really delighted about that. We deeply appreciate your generosity and kindness. Thank you. Speaking of committee, I'd like to thank each of my members publicly. David Walwyn for logistics. Jamia Claxton, who's unavoidably detained, for volunteers. Miss Jan Grell-Hull, MH, for hospitality. Thank you, Jan. To Dijon Liebert for the Red Cross and technical support, and Chris Clark for support. Thank you to all our sponsors and partners, particularly Nevis Spring Water, our #1 supreme supplier for water for all our events. The Red Cross and all our volunteers, ground staff and transport. Thank you to all our media platforms, Mr. Curtis Morton of NTV Sports Page et al., NTV, and of course Health Promotion Unit, Media Communications Unit. So before we close, are there any questions from the floor? This year we've decided to move the margins up slightly. We stay in Brickhill, but we will start from Dick's Bar. I think everybody knows where the famous Dick Bar is. That's where we'll actually start the race from. And it starts at 6 a.m.
Also known as Squeeze Up.
Oh, Squeeze Up Bar. Okay. just found out about that just now. Thank you very much for that, Sheldon. Any more questions?
In terms of the actual registration, is registration closed or still open, and the cost?
Okay, so registration is officially closed from yesterday. Saying that though, we do have persons that usually come at the very last minute. We'll open our doors to you, but there may be some restrictions with regards to you registering very late because we have to place orders. And that's why I'm chasing for the last month to get people to register early. We've got 7 teams. I don't think we'll have any more than that. But if there are solo runners, you're happy to sign up with us. 469-8010.
Quite apart from the trophies, are there any monetary gifts coming from the 2 main sponsors?
We're not really in the habit of receiving monies. It would be nice. We're very grateful for whatever we get, and we keep plodding on. Hopefully this year we'll have a promotional video that will go out to all potential sponsors, and hopefully they'll free up the funds that way. We're hoping. Any more questions? Well, on that note, from myself and the committee members and the ministry, would like to say thank you very much for tuning in. It starts at 6 a.m. on the 25th of March. It's going to be a wonderful day. It normally is. If you're not going to take part, you can take part in other ways by just standing on the side of the road and cheering on the runners. They really would be grateful and appreciative for your cheers. It'll urge them to keep running faster. And to all my athletes who are taking part, please, please, come on time. Make sure you're hydrated. Make sure you bring your bottles for refills. Wear appropriate clothing. Wear sunscreen. Wear a cap. And we're very happy that you've registered with us. So thank you very much. Okay.